Here are some things that I learned as an African coming to America, especially as a Christian. It was really hard because I've seen a lot of Africans come here and they want to adjust to the place, be wearing clothes like they do or like people do. Um, and also talking like they do with vulgar language. It's a lot harder to see an African, especially in Kenya. I'm just gonna speak for the Kenyans, but it is a lot harder to see a Kenyan cursing and wearing inappropriate clothing. At least from back when I was back in Africa, things might have evolved and changed, but it was really hard to come here and like trying so hard to not conform to those things. And people call me weird. People looked at me funnily and was like, one day I was trying to be really nice and like share the gospel with someone. They give me a side eye. Some of them would be like, please don't talk to me. In school, people would give me kind of funny looks and would not really want to sit with me because they're like, who's this girl? You know what I mean? And the only time they would actually sit to me next to class was because they knew that I was paying attention in class and that they can use me to get answers to their tests and to their questions and to their homeworks and things like that. And let me tell you, it was hard because I'm such a people pleaser, and sometimes I'm not gonna lie, I'd conform and like want to give them the answers, but as time progressed, God gave me the strength to like be no, I have to set boundaries for it. One girl actually got really mad at me because I didn't give her all the answers to the homework test. She essentially lied to me. I was like, I just want to like, she texted me because I gave her my number. She was like, I just want to compare notes, see if the answers I got were right. And that day, something just came to me to set that boundary, and I never replied to that text. The next morning, I realized that she didn't even do her homework, and she was so mad. I could like see her on the corner of the room, like talking to the other people, being like, she said she was gonna give me the answers and all these things, and so it was really hard, okay? And I just want to encourage anyone walking through that. Maybe you're not coming from Africa to here, or maybe you're an American and that's kind of what you like. Maybe you grew up a little bit more traditionalized, and that's kind of how you felt throughout growing up. I just want to encourage you, you're not alone. There are people out there who are struggling, and it's good to talk about these things because not everybody is talking about them. Because now we're really shy to even discuss those things, and so I hope this helps you. The thing that I did the most was connecting in the church, because it's a lot more easier to navigate through the church because everybody's gonna be like, oh, she's reading her Bible. I kind of want to be like her and things like that. Well, I like to be humble, but I guess that's kind of how you can put it. You know what I mean? And so it was easier to be in the church and try to find friends in the church. And so I would encourage you to do that as well. I'd encourage you to definitely set boundaries because if you're like me, who was a people pleaser and wanting everybody to like her because, it was hard growing up where you're like, not everybody liked you and everybody used you for the things you have and things you can give them, and not essentially them also pouring into your life. So if anyone's not pouring into your life, do not give in to them because they're just going to drag you down drastically, and it's going to manifest in you trying to go for a career, you trying to build a relationship, you trying to build a family. Because if you do not have these boundaries now, it's going to be so hard along the way. And it's never too late to set boundaries, but I just say as early as possible is the best solution for that. um And so yeah, so when I was in high school, it was really hard, and then going to college was a little bit easier because not everybody in college really cares. Especially I went to a community college, and everybody was just like, nah, they're just there to do life and be done with it, and like high school there's so much more drama, and so I was able to at least make one or two friends there and like connect with them with a career I wanted to go in. And so it was really fun. I actually do like my college years. I did not go party or drinking, so please do not do that because that's not wise at all. And so yeah, and then now I got to find a handsome guy who's a man of God as well. So girls, go look for that. But yeah, and so now we're living happily ever after. But it was hard to get here, and I'm not gonna lie to you, stick to God. No matter the pressure, stick to God, because God is the only way that I made it to here. Because otherwise, if it was not for God, I'm not gonna lie to you, I would have probably conformed to the things that I saw around me and wanted to be like that. Would have probably had pretty college years. And so yeah, choose God's way. God's way is the only way. I know I struggle with that a lot, and I can make a second video about, having self-doubt with believing fully with the scriptures. But comment down below if you want me to make another video. But yeah, I know like things can be really tough to navigate, especially as a Christian as well, or an African coming to America. We're so used to the culture back there where people, your neighbor, you literally know everybody in your neighborhood because that's how friendly people were. Like, they would go knock on the door or say hi and stuff like that. You'd have friends every day to hang out with. But here, everybody's kind of keeping to themselves as well. So that can also be really hard to find the right people. And, the most people that you do find who are actually out, it's like 50-50. It's going to be a really big gamble with it. And so I started finding friends in the community of church because that's the best community you can find friends at. But I'm not also going to lie to you, not everybody who goes to the church is a Christian, so you kind of have to have those boundaries set for yourself. What are the values you're looking for in a friend? What are the values you're looking for in a partner? Because not everybody who goes to church or who says I'm a Christian is actually living the Christian life that you think is written in the Bible. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, I've seen so much. Okay, but so yeah, I hope this helps you. Comment down below if you want me to make another video about self-doubt in the church and like believing fully in the things of God, because I've kind of had those doubts where like I'd pray and then doubt it was gonna happen. But just comment down below, and thank you so much for your support, and see you in the next video. Bye.